Hello. Right, this one is inverse proportion, and this is opposite way round to the last one we did. And this is where as one goes up, the other goes down. For example, we have 10 people, 10 painters painting a house, and it takes them 50 days, because it's a big house, it's a mansion, 50 days. If we only have 5 painters, actually this one's coming down, isn't it? Yeah, this one's coming down. Oh, down, it doesn't matter. The opposite way. If we only have 5 painters, we've got half as many painters on the job, so it will take us twice as long, 100 days. And if we have 20 painters, right, let's put 20 painters on the job, and which is twice as many as 10, so it'll take half of that, 25 days. Yeah. So inverse proportion is when one goes up, the other goes down, or when one goes down, the other goes up. So let's have a look at an example of how we can do this. And we've got 5 people take 12 minutes to complete a task. Yeah. So how long does it take? Does it take? How many people are going to throw it there? So 3 people. Yeah. So how long does it take for 3 people to complete the same task? And again, we're making assumptions that everybody works at the same rate. Nobody gets in the way, nobody's sick, nobody stops for a break, and everything is fine. It's mathematics, so it's not. Although it's functional skills, it wouldn't be accurate. This would just give you an idea. Um, right, 5 people, 12 minutes. So again, we're going to find how long it takes one person to do this, Dan. So we know that 5 people take 12 minutes. So one person, all on his own, is going to take 5 times longer. So if we do 5 times 12, that will be 60 minutes for that one person to complete the task. Now we're going to throw 3 people at the job, so it's going to be quicker. So we've got 60 minutes worth of work to be divided by 3 people. So we go 60 divided by 3 is 20 minutes. So it will take 3 people 20 minutes to do whatever that task is, because the task is 60 minutes worth of work. Right. Oh, we better have another one of these. Let's have a look. Um, let's have a look. Now, we'll make this as complicated as we possibly can. We'll have 4 people build 8 walls in 16 days. Hopefully all these numbers work, because we've got 4, 8 and 16. So we want to find out how long it takes um, 6 people to build. I don't know which we build. We build 4 walls. Okay, right. Now this is a double-edged question now, because we have got 3 parts to the question. We've got the people, the walls, and the number of days. So first of all, you can't go just jump to the 6 people bit. You've got to find some other stuff out first. We know that it takes 4 people 16 days to do the walls. So if we find out how long it takes one person to build 8 walls, then we're on a start, yeah? So it's 16 days to do 8 walls. Now there's 4 people. This is just the task, yeah? But the task is, it varies. So let's have a look. So 4 people, 16 days. So if we do 4 times 16, which is 64 days, this would take one person to build 8 walls. Now, okay, one person to build 8 walls. Now, let's find out how long it would take one person to build one wall. Now we know it takes 64 to build all the 8 walls, so if we do 64 divided by 8, which is 8, so it takes 8 days for one person to build one wall. Right, we're getting there. Now, we've got 6 people now, and we want to build 4 walls. So let's find out how long it takes one person to build 4 walls. So we take the number of days involved in building a wall, we multiply that by 4, and we say it takes 32 days for one person to build 4 walls. Hooray, we're nearly there. Now we need to find out 6 people. So it will be a lot quicker putting 6 people onto the job. So to find out how long it takes 6 people to build 4 walls, we're going to take the 32 days and divide that by 6. Get reach for the calculator now. 5 by 6. Ooh, awkward number. 5 and a third days. It will take 6 people to build 4 walls. Okay, now that is as complicated as you can get, I think, for this kind of method. So first of all, we always went down to one person. It took one person 64 days to complete the task. Yeah, and then we divided the task down into one wall and then multiplied back up, and let's go to the next bit, see what they've got to say for this. A call centre is 5 people answering calls. You can pause, have a go at these, because this number 2 looks a bit big. There's a lot of information there. A call centre has 5 people answering calls. To answer all of the calls, each person needs to work at a rate of 14 calls an hour. At what rate would 7 people need to do the same number of calls? Well, we know we've got 5 people, only we know that they're all working at 14 calls an hour. So if we do 5 times 14, which is 70, so that means there's 70 calls altogether. Now we're going to put 7 people on there, so 70 calls divided by 7 equals 10 calls per person per hour. Ooh, long-winded, yeah? Going around the corner because it's the photo. Right, so it's 10 calls. Right, this looks complicated. The time it takes an object to move a certain distance is inversely proportional to the speed that it's travelling. I thought the faster it goes, the further it could go. But anyway, we'll just go along with this, see what this is. It takes a car 12 minutes to travel the length of a road, and it goes at an average speed of 60. How long would it take the car to travel down the same road if it travelled at an average speed of 30? Right, so it's not distance, it's the time it takes to move a certain distance. It's not distance is inversely proportional to speed. I read that wrong. It's time is inversely proportional to speed. So the faster you go, the less time it takes. The slower you go, the more time it takes. So this is the sort of the up and down bits, not the distance. Right, so if we've got 60 miles an hour and it takes 12 minutes, and we're doing 30 miles an hour, it's half as fast, isn't it? So yeah, 60 divided by 30 is 2. So we're going to go half as fast or twice as slow, so it's going to take us twice as long. So we do 2 times 12, which is going to do 24 minutes. No, so not quite the same method as those builders building the walls and things, but there's a link between the 60 and the 30. Now, if it takes a car 36 minutes to drive down the road, what will its average speed be? So this time, instead of giving us the miles, they've given us minutes. So we've got 12 minutes here, and we've got 36 minutes there. So if we do the 36 divided by 12, that equals 3. So it's taking 3 times longer than this. So this must mean it's going 3 times slower. Yeah. So if we take the 60 and divide it by 3, it equals 20 miles per hour. Yeah, these can be a proper puzzle, these. Right, okay, good stuff. Worksheet on this, and we'll move on to something else. Formulas, I think, is the next one. So I'll see you next.